You know that feeling when you confidently stride into a room to grab something, and the second you cross the threshold, you just stand there, completely forgetting why you walked in?
Oh, yeah. You just look around, hoping for a clue.
Right, drawing a total blank. Well, we have all been there. But here is the fascinating part. The sources you shared with us today reveal that highly advanced AI agents suffer from this exact same problem during complex tasks.
They really do. It is surprisingly relatable.
It is. We are diving into a brand new July 10th, 2026 paper from MetaAI today. It's called Remember When It Matters, Proactive Memory Agent for Long Horizon Agents. And we're going to explore this remarkably optimistic breakthrough and how AI is learning to, actually use its memory.
Yeah, that forgetting why you walked into the room analogy perfectly captures the glitch AI faces, specifically during long horizon tasks, meaning tasks that take dozens of sequential steps.
Okay, let's unpack this because wait, if we can give modern AI models a massive context window, basically letting them read an entire book's worth of instructions, why do they forget their original goal?
Right, you would think they could just read the history.
Exactly. Like if they're just debugging an unrelated error along the way, can't they just look back at what they were doing?
Well, you would assume so, but the bottleneck isn't actually storage. The original instructions, they're often still right there in the AI's context window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the problem is this phenomenon the researchers call behavioral state decay. The AI gets so, hyper-focused on solving the immediate short-term problem.
Like fixing a tiny coding bug.
Exactly. It gets so focused on the bug that the long-term goal stops influencing its actual behavior. It starts hallucinating commands, or it endlessly repeats steps that already failed.
Ah, I see. It completely ignores the constraints you gave it in step one.
Yes, it is totally blind to the big picture at that point.
So it's staring at the open fridge, but completely forgets it wanted an apple.
That is exactly it.
But if expanding the memory bank doesn't fix this behavioral state decay, how are these researchers forcing the AI to actually pay attention to the memory it already has?
So Meta's solution is actually to separate the memory function entirely. They built a memory agent that runs quietly alongside the main action agent.
Oh, a separate agent altogether.
Yeah, and it operates in two phases. Phase one is active tracking, so it manages a structured memory bank of facts, environment quirks, and specifically failed attempts.
Right.
And then phase two is where the breakthrough happens. It decides whether to intervene.
Wait, let me pause you there because the how is crucial here. How does this second agent actually know when it's appropriate to interrupt?
Well, it evaluates the action agent's proposed next step against the overarching goal, and it looks at the history of failed attempts.
Okay, makes sense.
If the memory agent detects the main AI is about to repeat a mistake or stray from the original constraints, it injects a highly specific, transient reminder directly into the prompt.
And if it's doing fine?
If the main AI is on track, the memory agent remains completely silent.
Wow. It's like having a brilliant coworker sitting next to you taking meticulous notes who only taps you on the shoulder if you're about to make a mistake.
That is a great way to put it.
And, speaking of brilliant assistants, if you are looking to bring that kind of architecture into your own workflows, our sponsor, Embersilk, is the place to start.
They do great work.
They really do. Whether you need help uncovering where AI agents could make the most impact for your business, or you require full-scale AI training, automation, or software development, you've got to check out embersilk.com.
And that kind of strategic implementation is exactly why this paper is so exciting. This active intervention, knowing when to speak up and when to stay out of the way, it creates a massive leap in capability.
So let's look at the actual data from the paper then. How much smarter did these agents get with a digital tap on the shoulder?
What's fascinating here is the performance leaps are huge. They tested this on Terminal Bench 2.0 and Tau 2 Bench.
And just to clarify for you listening, these are rigorous benchmarks designed specifically to measure how well AI handles long, multi-step computer tasks, right?
Right, like navigating a terminal or interacting with complex software. Adding this memory agent gave an already powerful model like Claude Sonnet 4.5 and 8.3 percentage point gain on Terminal Bench.
Wow, 8.3. That is significant.
It is. It even boosted elite massive models like Opus 4.6.
So what does this all mean? That totally changes how we view AI limits. The bottleneck wasn't the AI's brain power, it was its attention span.
Exactly.
But looking at your notes, they also applied this to open source models like Qwen 3.527b.
They did, yeah.
If this memory agent can boost smaller, less resource-heavy models so effectively, does that mean we won't necessarily need to rely entirely on massive, expensive models for complex coding tasks?
Precisely. They successfully train these smaller open-weight models to learn this selective intervention policy.
That is incredible.
It really proves you don't necessarily need a massive trillion-parameter giant to execute long-term tasks. Not if you have a smart memory architecture keeping the agent on track.
Yeah.
It makes reliable AI so much more accessible.
That is a remarkably optimistic vision for the future of problem solving. We are empowering AI to be so much more efficient.
It truly is. And if we connect this to the broader picture of human AI collaboration, there is a really fascinating thought to ponder here.
Oh, do tell.
Well, if we can train AI to know the exact perfect moment to remind itself of a critical detail without causing a distraction, imagine how this proactive memory could revolutionize our own productivity.
Oh, wow.
Right, an AI that knows exactly when to tap us on the shoulder.
Absolutely. Imagine walking into that room, drawing a blank, and a gentle digital assistant just whispers, "You're here for the apple."
Exactly.
We're looking at a future of limitless potential. So next time you forget why you walked into a room, just remember, even the most advanced AI needs a little help staying on track.
It sure does.
Thanks for diving into your sources with us today. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.